Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in for another episode of JBTrickleRC. Got a pretty good and special episode for you this time. We went to the Fountain Inn RC complex, which is, you guessed it, in Fountain Inn, South Carolina, to do some dirt oval racing. This particular race is kind of a special event in two different ways. One, it's the warm-up event for the Street Stock World Championship that CJ's holding there at that track. And secondly, this was also the September 11th 9/11 tribute race. And CJ put together something pretty special, touching tribute. I've got some footage for that you'll get to see as well. But just to give you a heads up, unfortunately, due to YouTube's copyright policies and such, the song that CJ played, which was extremely fitting, I will not be able to share on this video. But we'll get into more details whenever we get to that part. But hope you stick around, enjoy. Thank you guys. All right guys, and we are arriving right now to the Fountain Inn RC complex. So I want to get unloaded, see if practice is up and running yet. I'm not sure yet. Nope, looks like CJ's putting water on the track now, but we are here. All right, guys, let's get to it. This is the first heat race of the night. Well, my first heat race of the night in the open two-wheel drive buggy rubber tire class. We're also running with the 21.5 guys tonight, and that's due to a couple of reasons. But there goes David Richardson spinning out. That puts me in the lead. I'm in the black, white, and silver car, number 51. We were running this class together tonight because this is just a warm-up race for the big super street race. And I just spun out, so I lost the lead again there. Trying to get it gathered up and going again. But a lot of the other guys were racing the big score race. We got a big point series that's still going on as well. And you can see me trying to get gathered up and get the car rolling again. I was just too free right here. Car was loose and was trying to get it worked out. It didn't help that I made a rookie mistake and left my spare tires at the house. In this particular class, or really any rubber tire class, you usually keep a couple different compounds, standard and high bites. And depending on what the track surface is doing, would tell you what kind of tires you want to be running. And I made the rookie mistake to leave those at home. But you learn from your mistakes, and now I know better, right? And that's the end of the round one heat race. Okay, guys, something special here. This is the 9/11 memorial part of the race, like I mentioned in the intro of the video. What CJ did here, our race director, was took all the winners from the round one heat races, put American flags on the back of their cars, and they're just doing pace laps to honor those fallen on September 11th. As you can see too, most of the lights were turned off the track. He asked everybody stand in silence, and everybody lit up the track with their lights on their cell phones. But I can't play the music he played there due to copyright policy from YouTube. He played Alan Jackson's "Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning?" But out of respect, I want to go quiet for a little bit, turn on some music so you can enjoy this moment. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to go green here. I am that white and black and gold number 51. This is heat race number 2 for our class, and we're going green right here. After round 1, and the car was so free, I took it to the pits and did a little bit of work. Did some minor spring changes on the rear of the car. Seemed to free it up and help it a good bit. The car was a lot better this round. As you can see, I'm getting around a lot better. There's once or twice I do right there. I hit something on the track. Car just wanted to break free on me right there, but overall, car was more into the track, gripped up good. Doing what it was supposed to do. I was able to lay down some good laps. I even actually won this particular heat race and TQ'd. Got the top qualifier with this race. Car was just running really good, and like I said, it wasn't without some wiggles here and there. But as I said earlier, during the round 1 heat, I did make the rookie mistake of not taking all of my tires to the track with me that day, and I just had to kind of make do with what I had. But given the circumstances, not bad. I'll take it. And some of you might be going, "Oh, JB, just making excuses," and if you feel that way, that's fine. But truth be told, my box was sitting here at the house, and considering Fountain Inn's just shy of an hour ride, I wasn't about to go back home for them for the night. And this being a warm-up race for the big race coming up in a couple more weekends, I was okay with it. I was able to get this car to do more what I wanted it to do, which is good. This is now the end of Heat 2. All right, and here we go again. This is the main event for the two-wheel drive open buggy class and the 21.5 class, rubber tire classes. And again, they had to merge the two classes tonight for the sake of there's only a couple of each that were there tonight. And again, that was due to this being a warm-up race and the fact that there was a big race going on in North Carolina. But we still had a blast, got a lot of good racing in. I actually started on the pole for this race because I did TQ in the last heat round. But as you can see, David Richardson got around me right there. He's in a 21.5 car. I'm in the open two-wheel drive buggy car. And if you're wondering what I'm saying whenever I'm talking about what each car is and this and that, we'll go over that in another video. I'll show you what I'm running and some other cars and things of that nature. But David really got his car figured out in this round. So he got by me. His car's hooked up here. David laid down some really, really good laps. My car wasn't too bad again, but it freed up again a little bit. I don't know if it was just the moisture coming back up the track, and I was still running on a particular set of tires that I wasn't able to change. I don't know if that was part of the problem or what, but overall my car wasn't bad. It wasn't as free as it was in the first round, but it was definitely, see that wiggle coming out of that corner right there? It was definitely more free than in the second heat. But congratulations to David Richardson. He picked up the win, the A-main win in our classes that night. And I took home second place. So it was a great night, a fun night with everyone, and I was able to, get some more tuning and some testing in. Had a great time, and speaking of good times, Okay, guys, this is the second class that I was running on this 9/11 tribute race. This is the Super Street class, and this is also going to be the feature class of the big Street Stock World Championship race that CJ's holding. I'll also be racing my two-wheel drive open buggy class car there as well. No late model bodies, all street stock bodies on all the classes that are being ran for this big race. Also, huge congrats to CJ Mason, our track director. He race director. He broke his record for a money race. The paying purse for this Super Street Stock World Championship race is now over $2,000. I can't remember what the previous record was. I'm going to say 1,600, 1,800, somewhere in that area. But I don't know the final number now, but I can tell you it is over $2,000, and that's absolutely amazing. So congrats to you, CJ, and thank you to all of our sponsors that may be watching this video. I'm happy to say that I was even able to sponsor the race. I sponsored the two-wheel drive open buggy class with my little side business, which is JB Custom Designs, where I paint custom airbrush RC bodies. But again, thank you all for making this happen. I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy some of this footage, and I'll check back in a bit.
There should have been 8 cars in this main event. We took 7, so that's my mistake. So Chris Alexander, owe you 1. I'll make it up to you. Good luck to you, gentlemen, going 100 laps. Patrick Owen, you'll roll off to the line here in turn 3. Mud Boss A-Main, you're up next. It'll be a few minutes. Well, probably not too long. We're going to test this theory on 100 laps here now. Patrick Ben Moats, he'll roll off 2nd. Richard Morton in the 2 car, he rolls off 3rd. Stephen Godfrey in the blue and gold number 2 car rolls off 4th. Tommy Waters rolls off 5th. JB in the 51 rolls off 6th, and Mr. John rolls off 7th and 75. Gentlemen, have a good clean race. Got 100 laps here. Long way to go. Good luck to you coming to green on turn number 2.
Okay, here we go again, guys. This is the Super Street 100 lap A-Main. You just heard it from CJ himself. We ran 100 laps in this A-Main basically as a practice for the big Super Street World Championship race coming up. This particular race here was not only the 9/11 tribute race, but it was the warm-up race for that big event coming here in just a couple more weekends. So I had a kind of a rough night with this class, this particular race night, and you're actually going to see here momentarily I'm going to end up pulling off the track early in this A-Main. And that's for a few reasons, and one of them being, actually let me say that it's not due to me being upset or anything like that. Sometimes you just know it's best to pull off whenever, other times you want to stay out there and dig. See, right there, I moved up to let the leaders go because I was getting ready to go a lap down, and I ran into the tarps. So I'm just going to pull my car off there. And again, that's not because I'm upset or anything like that. That was because some of the struggles I had that day. I mentioned earlier in the video, I forgot my extra set of tires. I didn't have the right compound tires. Was not able to make that change. Also found out that my primary battery I could not get up above the 8.20 voltage. The legal voltage is 8.44. So I was a good bit off. The car acted like it, just had no punch out of the corners, just had no power. But I found that out actually earlier in the heat rounds. And what happened to me in the A main, whenever I raced in the B main, the car actually did okay. I used one of my backup batteries that I was able to get up to nearly full voltage, and the car did okay. And actually, what happened to me here in the A main is I did not get my battery charged back up to that 8.44 area again to get ready for the A main. So I entered the A main with a battery that was already low on power. It didn't have the punch and all that kind of stuff. So I just pulled off. I didn't want to get in the way of the other guys that, were ready to rock and roll and had all their stuff together, unlike myself. So again, sometimes you just got to pull off. It don't mean you're upset. It don't mean that, something didn't go your way. Sometimes your car just wasn't right, or, you forgot to charge your batteries, or, did something. Because you don't want to ruin anybody else's race because, your stuff wasn't right or whatever. So, on a normal race or normal circumstance, the car's a little tighter, a little loose or something like that, but still manageable. I'll stay out there and keep having fun. But sometimes you just got to make that decision. But you've probably heard the old saying: some days you're the hero, some days you're the zero, and that's okay. That's part of the racing world, and part of any competitive hobby or sport, for that matter. But of course, that's what this race was for, too. Not only was it the 9/11 tribute race, it was the warm-up race for the big race coming. So I got a lot of useful information. So that that's great too. In fact, this weekend, I should say, I'm going to be taking my final notes on some of the setup changes I did and tweaks I did, and then I'm going to tear my cars down, get them cleaned up, rebuild the shocks, and get them ready to go again for the big race. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But these guys, man, they were getting it done. The guys that made it to the A main this particular night, man, they earned it. There was some extremely fast cars out here, and being here this night, seeing what we're going to be up against for that the big Street Stock World Championship race. It's amazing to see some of these guys, and some of these guys, I've known most of these guys for many years now. And several of us have been in and out of the hobby, I don't even want to say how many years. I'll give away my age. But some of these guys I've known for many years, like I said, and some of them just come back or just getting back into it again. And some of them may be coming out just for this race. I don't know. We'll see. There's an old famous saying in the RC racing world: once an RC racer, always an RC racer. And we say that based off of, it doesn't matter how many times you quit due to various circumstances, you always seem to find yourself coming back. And the family bond out here, the friendships and everything, it is like another family a lot of times. The core group of guys and the guys that are out there every week, and you spend a lot of time with them and everything. It really is like a family, man. You build lifelong friendships in this. And I'm not just saying that to say it. It's true. It's fact. And it's pretty amazing to be part of this. And the group of guys we race with out here too, if you're new, you're just getting started, you're always going to find somebody willing to help you. And there's people out here from all different skill sets. There's people out here that's new. There's people out here that's been doing this for 20, 30 years, some probably even longer than that. But you will always find friendly faces and people willing to help. Sometimes you ask, sometimes people will just willingly give you the information if they see you struggling, but you will always get some form of help that you're looking for. So again, shout out to all you guys, all my friends watching this video. You guys are awesome. Well, guys, and that's a wrap for another episode of JBTrickleRC. Got to give a shout out and a big congrats to Jason Moats there on winning the A main in the Super Street race. Jason, good to see you back out there with us. And man, what a fantastic race, fantastic run. Car looked absolutely amazing. So, but guys, again, thank you all for joining. Next episode, we're going to be covering some paved oval racing. And some 8.0 second breakout trucks and the 17.5 Monster Lot class. And this is, again, paved oval, NASCAR style racing. The cars are like scale replicas of that. But you'll see that on the next episode coming up. And until then, guys, keep your RC cars on their wheels, keep them digging. And remember to support and shop your local hobby shops. Without those guys, we would not be where we are. Catch you next time.